folks. How's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to actually take my ears off since I don't really need to hear anything because there's nobody in with me. Um, put those on when we get into the backstage pass. Good to see everybody. How is everyone? I hope all is well. Where are you from? Country, city, state, as usual. And looks like temperature must be a thing that everybody's putting out there as well. So, Mike says, greetings from Niagara Falls. Good to see you. I hope you can hear me. Let me just make sure of that. If you have sound and you can hear me, that'd be good. Just let me know. That'd be awesome. 77, let's see. There we go. We got a whole weatherman report here and in Bellevue, Washington. Good to see you, Bob. Excellent. There you go. Excellent job. Yes, you can hear me. Fantastic. Okay, wonderful. All right, sounds good. Oh my goodness, I need to get better sleep from now on. Let me hold on a second. 1 second. Let me do my duties here and set some things off aside. Okay, today's tip. Today's tip. Actually, it's a show tip. So yes, it is a tip show combined. So yes, can hear you. Sound good. Excellent. All right. Thank you from most of you are members. Well, actually, everybody that left a comment is a member because I can see the right over there, right over here. You can see the little symbol next to the names. That's awesome. Look at there, Lakeland, Tennessee. There you go. Awesome. Good to see you, Miss Sheila. Nice to catch you. Nice for you to be able to catch live. So it's wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see everyone. It's always great to see all you folks. I'm going to go ahead and go right into what we wanted to talk about today. So Google Drive, it has so much. It's beautiful that Google is over search and that their search in Drive is so nice and really a useful feature and tool. So I'm just going to touch on a couple things. These are all tips that I've given to our community members way back in the past, or, whatever the case may be, maybe even recent, but it's something I'm doing to the public, is giving some tips that we do every day. We do a tip every day during the week. So let's get right to it. I'm going to switch my screen on over. I'm going to go to shows my bottom screen here. I'm going to try and fit everything in so you're not missing anything. Okay, I got everything there. Good. Okay. So here's my Google Drive. Now I got it. Okay. So in Google Drive, up at the top, you can search. I love the search bar. One thing with the new home, they have a home and then drive, shared drives, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When you go to home, they don't have it up top anymore. They moved it down below welcome to Drive. But that's fine. One thing that I missed by this, and only because I use this all the time, it's just something for me. You can go to advanced search. When I click on search and I go to advanced search, it's the same thing as when I'm going to go back over here so you can kind of see where I am. When I go to my Drive, up at the top, you can kind of see. So it has the search and Drive, but one of the things I really, really enjoy is this little thing right here, which is basically advanced search. And I use this quite often. So I was missing this whenever I went to home. Thought it was missing because it defaults to home. If you notice, whenever you come into Drive, it defaults to home and then my Drive, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it has all those. But I thought it was missing. It's not missing. It's just you have to click on advanced search once you click into the search. So that's the only difference there. But let's get into it. Let's get into some of the few things. I just wanted to say, here we go. Made it. Cheers from by the beach in South Carolina. There you go. Good to see you, Jolyn. So let's do that. Let's just do an advanced search. I'm going to click on this little icon that I showed you earlier, and I'm right up here if you can't see me at the top, but I'm going to do an advanced search. And there's a lot of cool things in here that I really like, and I think that it could help you maybe in your searches as well. Most people don't even organize their Drive really in any form or fashion. Now, before we get into the advanced search, let me just show you some things. So for example, in my Drive, I am extremely organized. I like to have anything that has to do with our band, anything that has to do with this show, anything that has to do with work, game night, little league, etc., all that kind of stuff. I separate it in color-coded folders and all that kind of stuff. So I do try to keep some of those files that I have organized in that. But I know there's a lot of people out there that do not, because search is so good. So again, I'm going to go to the advanced search. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, advanced search is this little funky icon up at the top. So I'm going to hit on that. Now you can search. What's really cool on this too is you can search a type of file. So any photo or image, PDFs, docs, spreadsheets, presentations, forms, and this is all, I'm going to try not to say the word 𝐭𝐽𝐬, just so it doesn't set people's device off, nor my own. So this is all G products. It is not, it doesn't count for spreadsheets of another brand or anything like that. Forms, audio, videos, you can just search for audio files, video files, archived files, drawings, shortcuts, folders, sites, etc. So really super cool and quick and easy if you know it is that particular type, or you can search just those types for particular things. If you know you've created a doc, you can limit your search by just choosing docs. I love this feature. It's really quite cool. And I'm going to expand this again because I'm not sure how much you can see of that. So I wanted to just at least get you started so you can see that. So excellent from Google Drive that they do that. You can do this by owner. So right now it's set on anyone, but you could actually do owned by me, not owned by me, or you can put in a specific person. Now I'm not going to click on specific person here, only because people's emails address will be exposed. So I'm not going to do that. But you can click on a specific person's email. Like if you know that they shared a file with you or something, boom, or they're the owner of that file right away, because it says owner right here. It has it off to the left, owner. So that's how you would do that. Now this is pretty cool. So when I search the word, a word found in a file, and what's cool about this is not only in a file, but it's even if it's on a picture. So if I type the word form and hit search, it'll give me everything. Like this is a form for umpire game night participant request. But if you notice in the title, there's nothing that says form. So somewhere in there, the word form is on a page, vehicle, all of this stuff. So all of those things are there. They are chosen because that word is in there somewhere. Now, if you do want, let's say you want an item name and a return that matches part of the file name or the title. I know this could be a folder or a file, but if I put form and I do that same search, now the only thing that's going to be in a result is if the word form is actually in any one of these files. And if you notice, there we go. All the word form is in any one of those titles. This is pretty cool. I like this feature only because sometimes that's all I know. And I know that it's in there in a form. I don't need every file until I find the one I want. So now let's go for another search. Let's go for location. Okay, so location, anywhere, my drive, shared with me, or more locations. There's many times, and this is probably a bonus tip for anybody. If someone shared a file or a spreadsheet or something with you, it's probably in share with me. Okay, that's probably where it is. If somebody shared it with you, that's probably where it's going to be. So that's a key spot to look at, because you'll be looking through your drive. You're up here looking in drive or even on home and everything. You can't find it. Well, one thing is, it's nice about in search, you can see anything that's shared with you, etc. You can bring it up that way. So that's a very nice way to search as well. And you can check in the files that are just shared with you. And you can go to more locations, and I think it divvies it up in suggestions. It might have been ones that you've been using lately. Then there are starred ones. You can actually do starred, which is super cool. I'm going to get into starred in just a minute. but that's kind of cool too. And then all locations. So you can do that way. So in trash, it'll even search in your trash, starred and encrypted. Oh, hold on. I got to recognize Jim. Jim, thank you so much. He actually put the date. Today is 6/19, and he put 6/19. Good stuff. Search is powerful. It is very true. Search is very powerful, and it's really, really nice inside of Drive. I love what they've done with it and how well it works. So you can do date modified. So you can have in here today, yesterday, 7 days, and you can do custom. This is actually kind of cool too, is you can do a before and after date. I love this feature. So I want that because you can do between days. If you know this was given to you or sent to you, or this file is from in between those dates, super cool. I love that. I think that's a really cool thing, because a lot of times I'm trying to figure out, I want to do this before this. I know it was in this year or whatever. I want to do it before May this year and May last year or something like that. And you search that way. Very, very awesome. I love that particular feature. So next is awaiting my approval requested by me. Don't use this much, so I don't want to talk on it much. I'm sure there's explanations of this somewhere. And if you use that, I'd love to know about that. It'd be kind of cool how you use that and what that's for. I don't really get approval on a lot of things, so that doesn't come into play for me. So shared to. So if I'm sharing to someone, I can put their email address here as well. Say like I have, my partner in crime, Heather, forever. I would say to her, hey, let's share this document. Well, if I knew the files that were shared just with her, I could just put her email. And again, I'm not putting anybody's email address in here only because I don't want things to pop up and show you right now, but I can do that. Follow-ups. Any suggestions only, and comments assigned to me only. So if I have a comment anywhere in any one of those documents, it would come up because it had a comment or a suggestion, and that's something for me to follow up on. That's pretty much search in a nutshell that way. Now, a couple things that I'm going to hear. I told you that I would go and talk to you about. So shared with me, when I'm in shared with me, and let's say somebody showed me a file or a folder or something like that, and it's not owned by me, or shared with me is fine. Okay, so it's shared drives that doesn't have. If you have a shared drive and you have to be a super paid, and there's a difference in shared with me and shared drives, and that's what I was saying. You have to be a paid. I'm almost pretty sure that it has to be a workspace account for shared drives, and you can't star those. Okay, so that's just something that's shared with you, and it has to be, like I said, a workspace business account. I don't know. I don't remember which one it is, but whatever the case is, you can you want to have that way. You won't be able to star or save it or get to it quickly. So that will only be in the shared drives. But shared with me, if you can see, as I hover here over, let's say this folder or this file, you can look over here and I can star any one of these that I want to. Okay, this is stuff that's shared with me. I can still star it so I can reference it and get to it quickly. Same thing in my regular drive. When I'm on Google Drive, if I have a brand new file or folder or something like that, these are all folders, and I can even star a folder. So cool, right? I mean, if I know there's a folder that if I didn't have this as organized as I do, and let's say, you can see I have a ton of folders, but let's say I get to this, my Riverside baseball that I help coach, and I wanted to star that because I wanted to go to it all the time quickly. I can just hit the star and go to it. Any one of these loose files out here, I can kind of do the same thing. Listed daily tip sheet. This is a sheet that I share with our community that has every tip that I've ever done. And you can see it's already starred. See how the star is next to it? Super cool, right? So that means if I go over here to the left and you can see starred, I can select that. When I select starred, that sheet or folder, let's just, for example, I'll do game night. I'll star that one right now, just for the test purposes. When I go into starred, now those will show up. So you can see the game night folder I just added. You can see that list of daily tip sheet that I just that I had starred. You saw that. So anything that is starred is over here, and you can see that. This is a very powerful search where you don't even have to search. You can just go to starred and say, yep, I did that. Or like this is 2024 spring schedule for our baseball and our little league. Well, you know what? All I do is unstar the old ones and star the new ones, so it comes in current. All I have to do is when I come into my drive, or it usually defaults to home whenever I come here. Actually, the 2024 comes up right away. I can go straight to star though. Anything that's starred comes up, and boom, I can go right to it quickly. So that's search. I've spent a lot of time on this today, 15 minutes or so, and I usually spend probably about 10. I try to spend 10 minutes just going over certain things. But this one, to me, is a really fun one, and I really enjoy this one. So I wanted to take a little bit more time and go through, and there's a lot of cool stuff on there. So if there's something you do or something you have and you're rewatching this and you say, hey, this is cool, I do this too, or I do this, or here's some things I do to organize myself better, or if there's something you do that is different, or you know of a feature that you use that maybe I didn't mention today, I'd love to hear about it in the comments if you're rewatching this. Thank you, anybody that was able to join. I am now going to post the link. Anybody that can come in, you know where I'm talking about in the G chat or space, I guess it is, G chat space. I'm going to put the backstage link, and those that are members at the middle level or higher, you can come in and join into a Zoom where we can talk further. Thank you very much. I'm sending the link right now. Thank you, anybody that could show. I appreciate you. And there you go, folks. Forget Google search across all their services. Thanks to tip. You bet, 100%. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. We will see you next time. And please do me a favor. Make sure and give us a thumbs up or a like or whatever that is. I will see you guys in the backstage if you are a member. Thank you, anybody, for watching. And again, any comments that you leave in the description afterward, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm going to take us on out, and maybe I am. Let me get to it. There we go. All right. Have a good one.